fast and easy laser projects. So this video just walks through a couple different projects, some great gifts here, right? So if you have a laser as a hobby, some great applications here. But if you're also thinking small business minded or little side hustle to pay for a laser, some great customizable gifts that sell really well. So lots of tips throughout. I do include the settings on how I went about making these things, quick engraving. All of these items, I used the F1, the xTool F1. I actually did it all inside the house. So if you are like new to lasers and a little daunted by that, you don't need a wood shop. You can just run this in your house with a little purifier. If you're not new to lasers, there's still stuff for you. These projects could be done on some other lasers, but I will just show how convenient this small one is, especially for engraving metals and doing some really cool projects with this one. So there you have it. Use those timestamps if you're looking for something in particular, but all kinds of goodness coming your way. Here you have it, making some small projects on the laser. So first up, we have these little minimalist slim wallets. These are really fun and they're very easy to customize. Here again, I just have this little setup inside. I can quickly engrave everything. On a basic design, I can engrave the whole thing in under a minute. Some designs you can be a little bit more intricate. You can do photo engraving as well. I just use the stock settings for like a metal business card, and it's just kind of removing that powder coating, that paint, to reveal the aluminum. Pretty sure these ones are aluminum down below, but makes quick work of it. Some really cool possibilities. So definitely experiment with it. I did link the ones I use down below if you're interested, but you can do photos, right? You can get some pretty great results there, lots of depth. And for this, I did do some different settings. So you can see right here using the XCS software, the settings that I use for this photo, you can get those same great results. The software is really easy if you're new to it. You do want to invert the image though, if you're going to do it on a darker thing like this black one, but pretty cool, pretty great results. You got your photo on your wallet, not in your wallet. Some options. You could certainly add a phone number on there in case it gets lost. Lots of customization possibilities. So this is a fun project to mess around with. Makes for great gifts. These were stocking stuffers, but you can make these, Father's Day gifts, groomsmen gifts, or, Mother's Day gifts or bridesmaid gifts. Lots of possibilities. All right, another fun one are just these journals. This is just a leatherette, a fake leather here on these small journals. And these just make such a great quick little gift, right? Small journal, got the little elastic band. It can travel with you, for a maker to do designs, little journal, little diary, or like, little journal. And so you can customize that out, messing around with the settings. I just did a quick batch here, little animal, little name, quick little journal. You could even customize pens. I show that in another video with the F1, but some pretty great results with the different colors. So the journals are a fun option as well. Okay, the knives are really fun. You can etch on the actual blade itself or the handle. Lots of customization here. Kind of that same theme of you could do like a monogram on here. But I think the knife makes for a great option for quotes. And so I can find a verse, a quote, some kind of inspirational thing. If you're doing these for sales, you can get a custom message from a customer. But these are just a couple different knife options just to mess around with that worked really well. The settings I used were just the stainless steel settings that are built in. So, if you're looking for this, just use the free XCS software and you just click. But kind of messed around here. Here you can see I did get, decent results, but then I wanted to get a little bit brighter. And so, that jack was so. Then I wanted a little bit different. So those are the actual settings I did there. So find a test knife. All the materials are a little different. So, but right there on that split monogram, you can see the settings that I used there to get that result. So it was just a little bit brighter. It popped a little bit more. But again, understand the settings are going to be different for different materials that you use. On the blade here, I went with my 6.8 Woodworks Mica 6.8 Act Justly, Love Mercy, Walk Humbly.
and that looked really cool. And so I slowed it down a little bit more than the stock settings, and I got a better burn, better engrave. It didn't take very long at all, but on that, I do recommend maybe slowing it down. All right, here on the blade itself, you can get pretty good results on the blade. There's ways to darken that up, I'll talk about in a little bit. This one has a wood handle. It's really small, really small, but still got great results. Obviously, the laser engraves wood really well. But some other options for doing knives, just some ideas, a little bit of inspiration. There you can see the settings I used for the wood. For the wood, I went with the blue light instead of the IR. Those are the settings that I used for the wood portion of the knife. But just some different options, giving you some ideas and just messing around for gift ideas, or if you want to expand your possibilities for sales. More tips on sales, specifically how do you actually make money with this, later in the video. So stay tuned for that. But here in some natural light, you can see how it kind of pops. But this makes for a really good personalized gift. There you can see how that was really faint there. I slowed down the speed a little bit when I went back to that one right there. But some options for you. Again, if you want to try out these exact knives, the links for these ones are down below if interested.
All right, quick note about metals. So on this particular knife, right, it's just the straight up steel. And with this IR laser, I'm able to engrave that and get great results. It really shows up. If you don't have the IR laser, so if you have a diode laser or a CO2 laser, you can't get these great results. So you're gonna need a marking agent. And so this little can, it's pretty expensive stuff, but this one works really, really well. So this little can actually goes a long way. All of this stuff is linked down below. Yes, they're affiliate links. It supports the channel, blah, blah, blah. But if you're interested, check this one out. You can get darker results on metal. So some metals like, say, aluminum, not very dark, right? I can change the settings, get a little bit darker. But if I want kind of a black effect, I want to use a marking agent. Here on this glass shot glass, I used this marking spray and I got a much darker result. So it's a great idea if you're looking for that effect or if you're limited with your particular laser. One thing I will say, this is the xTool F1. It's got both diode and the IR. The xTool S1, that's a bigger, it's kind of like a basic diode laser with some upgrades. It has the option of switching out to an IR head. I can check my video on the S1 to learn a little bit more about that. And I will be showing some videos in the future with that IR module on the S1. Just some other options, but if you don't have it, marking spray, or if you want a darker effect, marking spray. But shot glasses, another great idea, not pictured here. It's really, really basic. You can just use the stock setting, spray it, good to go. You're good to go. So another idea. All right, here are some more.
All right, one more on the knives. This is just a small little knife set that we got for our nephew. It's some safety knives, so it can be, also for kids learning how to cut. It's got finger guards and such. So I just went ahead and engraved on the blade itself, using those same settings, just the stainless steel settings. But you could engrave the handle, customize it there. So there's some possibilities if you got a young budding chef in your life. Or you could customize like that. So just one more idea, and again, showcasing the blades. All right, another project are lighters. Yes, lighters. Now, my family, we love camping, we love campfires, and so it's just nice to have them, fireworks, or for whatever else you might use a lighter for. But for this, we just had some fun with it. So got a little nerdy here and went like Smog the Dragon from The Hobbit, from Lord of the Rings. Went through and like researched some Tolkien quotes, and also had some camping ones as well. Got some Avatar, fire elements, but just having fun with it. So a lighter is just a great little gift, something to have, for someone who's always misplacing their lighter or just starting campfires. Just a fun little one right here. And if you're not familiar with these little arc plasma lighters, they do come with a cord to recharge with USB. So kind of fun.
All right, before another project, as promised, some sales tips. Now, if you're not in it for the sales, if you're just a hobbyist, there's still some tips here, right, where you could actually make a little bit of money with this. This is just such a perfect hobby, right? And you can make things, these are all stocking stuffers, you make these for gifts, but if you want to make some money to pay for your hobby, at least fund your hobby, do a couple projects, there's some ways to get some quick sales where you don't have to go all in with a website or whatnot. I will say that a website is probably a good way to go. Don't go on, if you're brand new, don't go on a platform like Etsy. It is pretty saturated with lots of things and people charge nothing and it's like they're giving everything away. So I have my own website. It's pretty simple to do that. Facebook Marketplace, right? There's so many people who just listing things on Facebook, and even if you're going to do a super discounted rate for friends and family, you can still make some money off of it. So that's such an easy way to make some sales, especially around Father's Day, Mother's Day, obviously Christmas. Those are some great times. Another note that I will say with this particular one, this is portable, right? So you can take this one with that little purifier and you can go to craft shows. You can go to a maker's market, going to a farmer's market, and you can just set up shop. You don't have to make things ahead of time. You just show up with a bunch of blanks, blank journals, blank wallets, blank knives, and then you just, sell whatever your item is, and you don't need to overcharge. You can make quite a bit of money for just, $5 to $10 per engraving, maybe a little bit more depending on what it is. And the engravings take a minute. At least on this one, it takes 1 minute to do most of these engravings. Obviously, you're going to spend a little bit of time doing the software. You're going to do a little bit with design and talking to them. But if you're just going to do like a split monogram, that's going to take you a couple minutes to design that, pick the font with them, boom, boom, add a phone number on the back. Great, you're good to go. Obviously, some more detailed ones like this photo of my family, you would upsell, right? You would charge more for a detailed photo like that. That'd be a little higher end because that takes about 10 minutes. A really detailed coaster, that takes a little bit more time. Do have a whole other video on coasters and how to make money with coasters. That is one item that you might make a bunch ahead of time. And there's some good money to be made with that, kind of pairing those together. But a craft show, if you've never done one before, they're just fun. They're really fun, and bringing this on site, super easy, quick customization. So if you're just a hobbyist, great way to fund the hobby. Maybe do a little bit of side hustle. And if you are just like, hey, no, I'm in this for the small business applications, some great money to be made there. You could do bulk orders, right? Talk to teams, all kinds of such. All kinds of applications. All right, sales tips, the end. Have a nice day. Let's check out another project.
So these tins are pretty fun. The settings on this one are just the stock settings for a metal business card. It's the same idea. It's just removing the paint, the coating, and it's just leaving the aluminum underneath. It's really nice. They're clean. These would be great for some color pencils, and you could pair it with like an adult coloring book or one of those journals from earlier. Paint brushes. Lots of possibilities here. Also, right here, you can see these little Altoid tins. The same idea, same settings, but these are fun little sliding ones so you can nest through. These are great for kids, but you could do these for adults as well. They could hold all kinds of things, but lots of customization. This is a super fast project. These are super cheap. Again, that etching, it's there. It's not going to brush off or anything like that. But this is a great, cheap project to do, something fun to do with your kids, maybe do in a kid's classroom. Some possibilities there as well. Great wedding favors. If you want to batch those out for a wedding, could do that as well. But there you have it. Some tins, some ideas with tins, and all kinds of projects. So this video was really just to give some ideas on some quick projects that are fast and easy. You just buy a blank and you get going right away. There are so many other ideas and other videos I have that you can see, but these were all ones that I could do really quickly on that little F1 laser just in my house. So some ideas to get started.
And there you have it. A couple projects with the laser. Fun, fast, great gifts, great for sales, lots of applications. If this video provided value for you, please consider subscribing to see more videos like this. Like I mentioned earlier, all of these products are listed down below. If you want to purchase, they are affiliate links. It helps support the channel. And on that note, I hate saying this, but the xTool F1 is the laser I used, and yes, I did get this laser in exchange for videos for xTool along with my other lasers. If you're interested in purchasing, there are coupon codes, right? So there's always sales, and I do have an affiliate link down below. If you're watching this on a TV, snap a picture of this QR code. Anyway, yes, we get a small portion of that sale. It helps support the channel, make more videos like this. I'm starting to do more laser videos. I'm still a woodworker and I love to do woodworking projects, but lasers are just so much fun. And so if you're looking for more laser content, it's coming. If you want to see some of the other lasers I have and some of the applications, got videos on that. If you want to learn more about this one, it does a lot more than just engrave. Anyway, lots of other stuff down below in the description. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.